These folks are absolutely sick. Oh no, I shouldn't say that because one, it's a woman and who would ever think that she would do this? Why isn't this in all mainstream media? Is it because she's a woman too? Oh, and she happens to be an Asian woman at that. No, I meant a minor attracted person. Call it what you want to, is sick, and I'm glad justice has been served. How are you good people doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you guys are following me on the platforms you see above and below. Click the thumbs up button. That way my content can stay consistently recommended to you. And if and when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification in the process. That way you'll be notified when I post a video. Last but not least, do not forget to go check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Man, Husband, Father. Okay? Man, Husband, Father is the name of that channel, though. Go check it out, folks. I do have some content on there. I will be posting a new video this week on there. I promise you guys it, and here it is. Make sure you go check it out. Show some love. Don't forget to do the same thing on that channel that I'm asking you to do on this one, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we got to bring y'all something here. Y'all know how I like to bring y'all news, right? But this, ladies and gentlemen, is some sick stuff right here. I mean, that's just gross. This is horrible. Look at this. Disgraced teacher gets 30 years in prison for sexually abusing elementary students. Why don't we know about this? Why don't we know about this, y'all? Y'all heard what I said in the intro. Nevertheless, she went from teacher of the year to having the book thrown at her. Jacqueline Ma, 36, is heading to prison for grooming and sexually abusing a pair of elementary school students. On Friday, a judge sentenced her to 30 years behind bars, according to the San Diego Union Tribune. Ma, San Diego County's Teacher of the Year in late 2022, was arrested in April 2023 and pleaded guilty in February to 2 counts, each of forcible lewd acts on a child and possession of matter depicting a minor engaging in sexual conduct. And I'm going to keep saying it. And I do not care how y'all like, Ty is repetitive. Dude, repetitive. Why didn't y'all hear about this? Why isn't this on a ton of mainstream media outlets? Same reason why I tell you guys why you don't hear about a lot of things when it's black on black crime, black on black shootings, because it don't fit the narrative. Just like y'all didn't hear about that mass shooting by that young black man that I covered, because it does not fit a narrative. It doesn't push racism. Racism is one of the biggest things to hit the news. It will be racism. But in this case, we have a Asian woman, and I'm not just saying that because I'm talking about her name, and I'm talking about how she looks. She looks like an Asian woman. Her name is that of an Asian origin. Ma, San Diego's Teacher of the Year in 2022, was arrested April 23 and pleaded guilty in February. I already read that right there. It said the disgraced educator taught 5th and 6th graders at Lincoln Acres Elementary School in National City. At her sentencing Friday, Ma said she was deeply ashamed. She said she was deeply ashamed of my actions and apologized for, quote, ripping away their childhood, unquote. She said also, quote, instead of following the path of what a teacher should be, I let my selfishness override the boys. What is this selfishness? Your sickness is what you should call it. Your mental illness is what you should call it. Your perversion is what you should call it. You preying on them is what you should call it. You being a predator is what you should call it. My selfishness. She said, I let my selfishness override the boys. Their best interests, she said. She told this to the court through tears. Look at this. Look at this sick thing right here. She said, I just pray for an extra hand of protection and strength to all of those I've hurt. I'm sorry, is what she said. I don't know how things operate in women's prisons or anything like that. But I know that if you were a man and you did this, your life expectancy dwindles when you go to prison. So I don't know if that same notion works with women. I don't know. But what you need to be doing is praying for extra protection of yourself, too. She says she prays for protection and strength to all those that she hurt and she's sorry. See, how long did this go on? How long did it go on? And all of a sudden, you're sorry. You weren't sorry when you were doing it. You weren't sorry when you sat there and acted off of your impulses and your sickness. You weren't sorry when you were doing it then. This says police began investigating Ma after the mother of 12-year-old boys she'd been grooming contacted authorities upon finding love letters and suggestive text messages she had written to the child. Yo, I'm telling y'all right now, the world is different now. I mean, did teachers writing letters to little boys? The grooming occurred over a 10-month period, prosecutor said. Years before, police claimed Ma had also groomed an 11-year-old boy. And you know what's funny about this whole deal, ladies and gentlemen? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this sicko. Look at this sick creep right here. You know what's crazy about this story as well? Is the amount of attention it's not getting. It's like they didn't even want to have the decency enough to even at least give this more detail. I mean, I know it didn't just end abruptly like what we just read right here. I mean, this sick lady right here, I know that it did not just end just like that. I know for a fact that there's other things that are involved in which makes us want to ask the question, what other evidence is there? And see, the reason why I'm saying this, ladies and gentlemen, because a lot of times you will see that there's biases because she's a woman, because she's Asian. Why aren't they coming at her and giving us all the details like they would anybody else? Where it started? What's some of the things she may have said? Were they sending pictures? Was she doing any of that? How did it start? What's some of the things she would tell him? What's some of the things she would say to groom them, to lure them in? Like, unless this is going to be a continuation of this story, that's all we get. Let that had been a man. And I'm not going to lie. Shout out to the judges. They gave this woman 30 years in prison. What else wasn't detailed in there? They didn't say anything like, I'm just saying. Maybe they choose to keep some of this information out. I didn't read anything in there where it says she got 30 years to life. Let me not say life. Take that back. I didn't read in here, rather, where it said anything like she got 30 years with the possibility of parole in 10 years. So does that mean she's definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, is going to do 100% of those 30 years? Or, because since this is not making the attention that most people think that it should get, had it been a man, or will this be a woman who might serve 5 years, 10 years in prison because this story is not blown up? Nobody knows who she is. Will it get swept under the rug that she might be out in 5 years and we wouldn't even know it all because nobody's covering it? Oh no, Ty, she's really going to San Diego, California, who literally is trying to change the law to make it to where 12 years old can consent to it. Oh no, hold on. Let's see if we can find it in there, since a lot of y'all think that I'm making this stuff up. Let's see if California changed it. Let's see. California consent age. Okay, in California, the age of consensual sex is 18 years of age. This means that a person, blah, 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 tried to change to 12. In California, there were no current recent attempts to change the age of consent to 12 sexuality. The legal age of consent, there's no current, but word was there. This is why Google, knowing y'all can be biased. Knowing y'all can be biased. In California, we have minor consent laws which enable young people aged 12 and over to consent to some services. Minor consent laws allow young people 12 and over to consent to certain services without parent guardian involvement. What is that? Anyway, y'all, I just read that off right there. You can go find it on Google. So good thing it didn't pass, but it was a thing that was talked about like years ago, like especially like around 2020, I would say. Somewhere around that time where they were trying to push that through legislation. They were trying to just put the idea out there of letting kids consent when they're 12. Well, they're going through puberty and all that. So maybe that's why that teacher had a little bit of an urge to act on it. Anyway, do you guys think that this is completely biased? Do you think she got what she deserved? Do you think she should have the same type of heat that a man would had a man did this? Like her life should be ended? Firing squad? The whole nine. Do you think 30 years was long enough? Do you think if she was a man, she would have got way more? You guys let me know by putting it in the comments below after this video. I bet you guys never heard this story either, have you? Don't forget to do what y'all see right here. Please make sure y'all do what y'all see right here. Next video that I will be doing in order most likely is going to be the one up there. Things I do as of yesterday right here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.